Hi, Tuesdays with Christa, where we are all excited to choose to thrive in our relationships. What a wonderful moment and opportunity to be with you today. So lucky to always have the space where I can chat with you and just share with you some golden nuggets that can make a difference in your relationship. Do you sometimes feel misunderstood or not being heard in your relationship? I get so many clients that actually come to me and they say to me, I don't know how to get through to my partner, and I wish I knew what to do to actually change and address this, because our relationship will be so much better if I just feel heard and understood. And if you want to know what you can do and what I can share with you, if you want to know, let me know in the chat. Type just why, if you don't want to type the whole word yes. And then that way, I will also know if you are really listening and whether you are really paying attention. So let me know in the chat, even if you're listening to the replay. Because today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you 3 basic strategies on what you can do to set the stage to become heard and understood. There are so many other aspects around communication that we can go into, but for today, I'm going to share with you 3 strategies. And if you want to hear what they are, just continue listening. It's not going to take long. I actually know how precious time is. So let me get straight into it. Today, you can start setting the tone to become heard and understood. And you don't need your partner for that. So you step into the control room of how you bring your message across. And the first thing I want to share with you is to say, avoid any way of speaking that will elicit a reaction of bring them on camera. Yes, I would like to bring everybody on camera. Thank you, Marina. Sorry, I was interrupted. So avoid speaking in a way that will elicit a reaction of attack and defense. Now, what does that mean? You and I both know when somebody speaks to us in a way and we have that immediate reaction that I want to defend myself or I feel attacked, that's what I'm talking about. You want to speak in a way that will not elicit a reaction of attack and defense, because if we are in attack and defense mode, nobody's listening. We are listening to respond, to react in a way to actually protect ourselves. So that's the first thing. The second one is avoid trigger words. Now, what are trigger words? Now, in simple, just a couple of them is try and avoid saying the words, you should have, or why didn't you, or you must. Those are instructions. Those are loaded words that that person immediately feels that when I come to the end, I have to listen because there's some criticism coming and I need to defend myself. So trigger words are crucial things to pay attention to. We all know our partners. We all know that they are, there's certain things that will immediately get their backs up. I know that when somebody says to me, you should have, or why didn't you? Immediately I can feel the neck hairs raising and I'm actually not listening to them anymore. I'm getting ready to defend myself. So avoid triggers. The third one is pay close attention to your tone of voice and your body language. Now I am, for anybody that knows me and everybody that knows me, I have got a voice that can travel. I don't need a microphone. I can actually talk and somebody will hear me a block from here. And that happens by nature. And when I get excited, I become animated as well. And that can very easily come across as I am getting in there and the other person feels immediately they have to get ready to actually defend or attack. And that's not what you want. Their ears shut down. I have so many people that when they feel unheard or unseen or unheard or misunderstood, they actually raise their voices. They speak louder And you know what happens when somebody speaks louder? It sounds immediately as if they are ready to attack you. They are at the point of where they want to, that they're so focused on getting their point across that you need to be ready to actually be ready to react to it. And we don't want that. If you roll your eyes, look at yourself. You are in your body. Don't roll your eyes. Don't frown. Don't go in with this type of thing when you're trying to say something. And I know a lot of us women are very guilty of that. Let us please stay so focused on what do I bring in? How do I set the tone? Because I might be the one that's contributing a hell of a lot to my partner not hearing me or my partner not understanding me. And if this makes sense to you, I want you, even if you listen to the replay, let me know in the chats below, what is really standing out for you? What is it that I can do to create the stage as best as possible for my partner or my friends or anybody else to hear me and understand me? Because there's a beautiful saying to say, speak to somebody in a way that they would want to listen to you. And this is bottom line is, don't elicit a reaction of attack and defense. Avoid using trigger words. And take fine notice of your own body language and the tone of voice. These are 3 basic strategies. If you start applying it today, you will immediately start seeing some changes in the way that your communication goes, how your partner reacts to you, responds to you. And I would like you to really go today to choose to start implementing it. Let me know in the chats below, what are the key takeaway of today that's really hit home for you? That aha moment. Because I would love to hear from you. And I'm sure that there are others that feel exactly the same. And we will want to spread the message. And I will be back next week, Tuesday, with Tuesdays with Christa, where we choose to thrive and when we really do whatever we can. We take the action to create the relationships we so badly want, desire, and deserve. Have an amazing week. Looking forward to seeing you next week again with Tuesdays with Christa. Small golden nuggets that can make the difference in your relationship from today on. You don't have to wait for anybody else. It's in your hands. Have an amazing week. See you next week.